Welcome back, MLP fans, to another reaction video with Hungary, and this is Princess Trixie Sparkle episode 10 called Revelations. And this is probably the episode where we're gonna get my second, or like one of my other favorite songs of this series is My Dear Luna. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait. And we're gonna get backstory, we're gonna get so much, so I don't wanna keep you guys waiting. I wanna get started. Let's go. Woo!
Previously on Princess Trixie Sparkle.
Previously.
If no pony has been in this room for years, why is there a book missing on that shelf?
Dun dun
There's
dun.
no dust on the shelf there. I think some pony has taken this book recently. Tapestry?
Yep.
Just look at the detail. There's
Yep.
so much to take in. Wait, what's this? A flaw in the fabric, perhaps? It's like some pony stitched it there. Oh, dreadful! A beautiful piece like this deserves to be mended.
None of the animals are acting the same.
Why?
Whenever I try to let them free, all of them panic and flee.
Fluttershy, your steer! Use your steer! I can't. He won't work. Trixie, don't!
I mean, definitely she's OP.
Thank you, Princess, for delivering exactly what I needed. All of Equestria will fall, and you have no pony to blame but yourself.
In this case, yeah, it is Twilight's fault for being reckless.
No, wait, help me! Aww. Twilight,
What have you done?
It's your fate. Come join me.
no, never!
Yes, forever!
I won't Estelle. Take all your evil deeds and rot in Tartarus!
So be it.
Fighting words. Awesome sauce. Awesome. Why? Because your youngest sister won't join you? You see?
Estelle, I have the amulet. What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing is wrong. There's no time to dwell on things that cannot be. I have waited too long to finish my work. Where is the amulet?
Well, it is here, but I was unable to retrieve it before Trixie could fasten it around her neck.
Very well then. The arrogant youth is not hard to manipulate. The amulet will be mine soon enough. Perhaps her appearance is fortuitous. Without the assistance of another alicorn, my plans are in jeopardy of failure.
But I thought we were going to convince Luna to join us.
Do you see her here by my side? Would she still be in that dungeon cell if she had turned to our cause?
Does she know?
She does not wish to know. She would rather rot in despair than turn against that pitiful excuse of an alicorn.
She'll come around, Estelle. Don't give up on her. I know Luna. She'll listen to me, and maybe I can...
Enough, Shadow. Luna has made her choice. Any semblance of familial love in me died centuries ago, and I was a fool for believing otherwise. She is nothing more to me than another blind subject of Celestia. Now, as for Twilight Sparkle and her meddlesome friends, how is it they have escaped your wrath on 2 occasions unscathed?
Well...
My magnificent shadow, bested by common earth ponies, unicorn...
Oh, you haven't not met Twilight's friends.
By my own magic.
They're tough to beat.
Pathetic.
I'm sorry.
Still, these ponies have proven too bothersome. I will not make the same mistake that he did and underestimate my opponent. Make yourself useful and bring them to me. They can watch with their beloved princesses as their world is changed forever. Do not fail me, Shadow.
Yes, Estelle. It shall be done.
I'm not dead. I'm not dead! What was that?
Calm thyself, Trixie.
You! You really are behind all this, aren't you? You lied to me.
I never uttered a lie. Have you not sought revenge on your enemy and taken her form?
Well, she kind of blew my cover, so there's really no point anymore.
The fault, therefore, does not lie with me, but with your own incompetence.
You're the one who gave me the spell in the first place.
You intrigue me, Trixie Luuunaaaaa. Even in the presence of royalty, you allow your temper to flare.
Royalty? You're an alicorn too? Ugh, okay, I am so done with all of this. There's nothing special about being an alicorn anymore, is there? Let me guess. You're the princess of, I don't know, something dark and creepy.
Yep.
The Everfree Forest?
You are partially correct, though I am no princess.
You just said...
I am an equestrian queen.
Queen.
Right. Then how come no pony's ever heard of you, Twilight couldn't find a single reference to you in all of her books. And trust me, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
And another thing, why doesn't my magic work? Did you cast another one of your freaky spells on me or something? I thought you and I had come to a little understanding, and this is not an ordeal.
I do not fault you for wanting answers, but time is of the essence. I must insist that you fulfill your end of our bargain and return my amulet to me.
And what if I don't?
That is your choice, though I advise against it.
Yeah.
As you have so crassly pointed out, your magic is useless here, even with the amulet in your possession. I don't have the time or the patience to deal with a pony who rejects my tutelage and refuses the reward.
You're... what?
Had I not promised to teach you the ways of my magic? I can show you how to master unimaginable power if you so choose to be my ally and help me fulfill my great plans for Equestria. Or you can join the other ponies who dared stand in my way and spend the rest of your miserable life locked in a dungeon of your own despair.
I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
implore you to make your decision quickly, or I shall be forced to make one for you.
You fly down!
If that happened.
Watch it! She is real. It can't be.
What have you done to the princesses? Look, she's still wearing the amulet.
Don't give it to her, Trixie! Oh, sure. Now you all want to pretend to be my friends again. How many times had I tried to tell you that I was telling the truth? But no, you had to treat me like I was lower than dirt. And you lied to me. You said you would protect me and that I could trust you. But instead, you attacked me and accused me of things I had nothing to do with. You let that monster take me. Well, I'm through trying to make up for what I did to you ponies. I have a chance for something great, and I'm going to take it. Try and stop me now, princess.
Fine.
Creepy face.
Your pain is over now, Trixie. I promise you will never have to feel it again.
Wait, what's going on?
Oh yeah, when she turns into Nightmare
May I
Twilight.
present
Yes.
you pathetic little ponies, the future ruler of Equestria, Nightmare Luuunaaaaa.
Lulu.
Is every pony okay?
I'm so sorry to see you here, my little ponies.
Princess Luna!
Twilight Sparkle?
Princess Celestia, Pinkie Pie.
Oh, we're so glad
Donkey.
Is Cadence with you?
Hungry.
My brother?
I'm afraid not. Has something happened?
Well, Twilight put a tree spell on Trixie back before she got captured in the Crystal Empire, so when the Shadow Thing took her, we could figure out where she went. Cadence and Shining Armor were going to come with us, since Cadence pretty much almost defeated Shadow. It didn't work for Twilight giving Trixie the amulet by mistake, and...
The amulet? You gave her the amulet? It's all my fault,
Yeah.
Princess. I thought I could trick Trixie into revealing her plot by pretending to give her the alicorn amulet. of the amulet. Has Trixie relinquished it to Estelle?
I'm afraid so, Princess.
Then hope is truly lost.
Not really.
I never meant for things to get this out of hook. I am so sorry that you ponies must suffer from my poor decisions.
What decisions?
I'm afraid there are secrets in my past that I have spent centuries trying to forget. It's only right that you valiant ponies hear the truth, though it is a hard one to swallow. You must understand that I only tried to protect the ponies, but I made a terrible mistake, and now all of Equestria will suffer the consequences. Long ago, in the time of Swirl the Bearded, ponies enjoyed the magical miracles he performed, and the wondrous magic he created.
Backstory time.
Time grew long, however.
Enjoy some
Swirl grew
yummy
weary of
stuff
his
while I
control,
watch.
and the burden of the magical leadership that was demanded of him. His appearances to the ponies became further and further apart, until he decided to only make himself known to the other ponies once every 100 years. Swirl knew that his guidance was highly valued, and that ponies might suffer from his disappearance. So he'd agreed that upon his arrival every century, he would take into his care a single apprentice that he would train to take his place for the duration of his time away. After 1 year of his tutelage, that apprentice was equipped with enough magic to take over his responsibilities for the next century. Clover the Clever was one such apprentice, and she was a key element to uniting all ponykind with the fires of friendship and establishing a new kingdom called Equestria.
That's
The
awesome.
creation of this new kingdom convinced Swirl that rather than searching for a mere apprentice to replace Clover the Clever, he could finally train an adequate heir. As far as I remember, Swirl had had a vision that guided him to that heir. For the first time in pony history, he chose an Earth Pony apprentice to carry on his legacy, but failed to mention his master plan for her future. That Earth Pony was Estelle.
Forgive the intrusion,
Yep.
Princess, but there's nothing in Swirl's diaries about Estelle.
And there wouldn't be. I kept those volumes locked away from other ponies, safe in my private studies at the Canterlot Archives.
The missing book!
The missing what now?
Yes, I had to retrieve the diary when I knew who I was up against. It had been so long that I'd even thought of Estelle. I wanted to reference what had been written about her studies, hoping it would prepare me to face her again. How were you aware of this?
We sort of stumbled upon your private study, and it was kind of easy to pick the lock. What? What?
I imagine it would be. I had to break the magical seal from the room to enter it, and forgot to reseal it when I departed. I had many more things on my mind.
So, Estelle took over for Swirl and became an alicorn?
Not exactly, dear one. Estelle was given a unicorn horn in a grand ceremony in her honor that she would then use in her training. Estelle had always been fascinated and obsessed with magic, so this opportunity was a dream come true.
Can't believe it.
She trained with Swirl for countless hours and days, rarely seen outside the castle library. But after her year was almost completed, a great war had claimed Equestria. You see, Equestria was a vast land that had once been inhabited by all sorts of creatures who were driven out by the ponies now inhabiting it. They demanded the return of their land, but the pony leaders, including the Unicorn King, had refused.
Oof.
The war lasted many years and claimed several lives on both sides
Oof.
of the battle. Swirl and the Unicorn King were called away from the throne to assist on the front lines,
Yikes.
leaving Estelle to guide the ponies in their absence.
Mm.
Even in great panic, she led the ponies with grace and humility, only furthering Swirl's confidence in her capability to permanently take his place. In the final battle of the war, the ponies proved to be victorious, but it had come at a grave cost. The Unicorn King had perished in battle and left no heir to the throne. Ponies looked to Swirl and Estelle for guidance, choosing to put their trust in them.
After mourning the loss of their king, Swirl presented Estelle to the ponies and announced her true calling as their queen. He wanted her to represent all pony kind, Earth, Unicorn, and Pegasi, and his final gift to her were a magnificent pair of wings, making her the first known alicorn in our histories. Swirl believes that Estelle would rule as an immortal but benevolent leader. He had given her the means to control all kinds of magic, and every pony felt safe once more. However, Swirl's plans came to an abrupt halt when he had confessed his true intention for her training. Estelle reacted with shock and resentment and rejected his proposal to take his place. Their conflict lasted many days, until at last Estelle fled the castle, abandoning her throne and the pony she ruled. Swirl was forced to re-examine his prophecy and realized a fatal flaw. In his haste to find an heir, he had misinterpreted his vision and chosen the wrong member of her bloodline as apprentice.
Whoops.
The true successor was in fact Estelle's younger sister. Realizing his mistake, he addressed the ponies once more and declared that this sister was their true leader and she would be trained to guide them into a brighter future.
Celestia.
This is a really good story.
It is a good story.
What's the younger sister?
Me.
You?
Yes, Estelle is my older sister.
But you? And the... Huh? Whoa. That kind of just blew my mind.
I did everything I could to make Swirl proud. He taught me magic based on precious elements he had called the elements of harmony. When my training was completed, I too ascended to an alicorn. However, the magic given to a queen could not be given twice. Although Estelle had fled, she still held that magic within her, and it could not be transferred to me. This is why I have always been a princess.
What about Princess Luna?
At the time of my ascension, Luna was still in her Earth Pony mother's womb. Swirl had decreed that she too would be instrumental to Equestria's future and blessed her before she was born to rise as an immortal alicorn princess and rule at my side.
Did Estelle ever come back?
I'm afraid so. It was the events of her reappearance that have haunted me all these years. No pony could have anticipated what would happen, but it is the source of my terrible mistakes and the reason for her hatred of me now.
I mean, I would say Estelle should be mad at Swirl for making a mistake. Literally.
What is this place?
This is the Tree of Harmony, and the final piece of my revenge.
What exactly do you mean?
Your final test and demonstration of loyalty is to assist me in the destruction of this tree.
A tree? You wanted your amulet and made me like this so we could kill a tree?
I do not expect you to understand, Trixie.
Can you not just tell me what's so important about this tree?
No, but I can show you.
What's this?
This will allow you to see into my past, so that you may understand why things must be the way they are.
Sure, I'll drink poison. Yeah. That's one way to trick a pony. I love animation. Swirl? Hello.
No adoring crowds or grand entrances to welcome your queen? You must have told many slanderous lies about me to have the ponies flee in my presence.
Estelle, my pupil, what has become of you?
Oh, this? Don't you find this is a good look from me? Seems that your elemental magic isn't all it's cracked up to be now, is it? You have held how powerful this new magic can be. Powerful enough to defeat the great star Swirl.
Magic based in darkness can only corrupt. You can never truly be happy when you embrace it.
How dare you speak to me about happiness. You destroyed my happiness long ago.
I am sorry for the pain I've caused you, Estelle. My miscalculations have come at a great cost to you. But seeking revenge will not appease your anger. It can only serve to fuel it.
Oh, you're sorry, are you? You're sorry that you destroyed my life and kept secrets from me, knowing what it would do to me? I demand that you take back your curse, or I will show you no
Excuse me, Estella.
It is up.
He didn't know that you were going to turn evil. He was hoping you would be the heir, or to take over his place. Like, seriously. How would he know you turn evil? That was your choice to leave. Your choice. If somehow through raising you, or as in training you in magic, and him seeing hints that, oh, you might not be as, accepting when I tell you you're going to take my place, then it's his fault. But if he had no idea that Estelle was going to turn out like that and just literally leave and abandon everyone, that's not his fault. That's Estella's fault. Ruin what plans? Like, you were happy to be queen, but you didn't want to be his replacement? You would still be queen and still guiding people. You just didn't want to guide people, Estella? I keep saying Estella. Sorry, Estelle. Seriously. I'm really kind of confused of her motivations. Like, she just didn't like that answer to want to be the heir? Or the new Star Swirl? I'm just kind of confused, yet at the same time, like, seriously? Like, Estelle's, like, reasonings are kind of stupid right here. I'm like, what revenge? Ruining her life? Did she not want it to become a unicorn? Let's continue. Or an alicorn?
Venture down this path. There is no need to destroy what little sanity resides within you. Violence.
You are the reason for everything I am. You could have followed after me and tried to see reason. You could have had it all, Star Swirl, but your pride outweighs your good judgment.
Yes, he's not great at friendship. We know that. That probably is on him for not reaching out, but how would he know that you needed that? Did you ask for help? I don't know. We don't know.
Worry not, old fool. The tears I have shed are long gone, and my better judgment has helped me to see just how blinded I truly was. In fact, you should rejoice, for I have come to give you exactly what you wanted from me all along. Permanent release. When you are out of my way, there will be nothing to stop me from curing the plague you have placed on these ponies.
What plague?
I can't let you do that, Estelle.
Celestia?
You have to let this go. Starspool's right. There's no good that can come from this.
How dare you inflict this pain and responsibility on my sister? You have corrupted everything I hold dear, and I will take great pleasure in destroying
What pain?
you.
Estelle, please. Don't do this. I don't want to fight you.
Stay out of this, Tia. You can't understand the damage he has done to me, to you, to all of ponykind. I am this world's last hope for redemption.
Okay. Sorry, I want to talk because I really do want to understand this, and it probably maybe will be explained later, but I want to express what I'm thinking right now of what Estelle is motivation right now. I understand that, the life that she had before becoming an alicorn, she was an earth pony. She had a younger sibling, she had a mother, probably a father. I mean, definitely had a father. You can't have kids if you don't have a father. But probably had a family, and of course stars were just coming in here saying, like, you have a destiny to fulfill, and it's your duty to fulfill it because I've seen a vision. And kind of forcing to take Estelle away from her family that maybe she loved so much that she didn't want to leave. Though, hearing from Celestia that she did like the magic, so I think she actually liked it. Liked studying. Maybe she did, lose some of her, social life, like hanging out with maybe friends or this and that, like maybe pressured by Star Swirl to study and, perfect magic and, and she probably was very happy to become an alicorn. But maybe she just, I understand if Estelle wanted something else, like she didn't want to become next Star Swirl, that's understandable. She doesn't want to be. But at the same time, like, still hiding that secret is tough. And Star Swirl's not perfect, of course. No one is perfect. But yes, I would like to say, like, yeah, blame Star Wars, because if he forced you out of there because of that vision he had. And of course he looked down and noticed, oh, it was the wrong sister? Yeah, that's a huge mistake. That's really bad. And yeah, revenge is kind of on her suit right here. That makes sense for her, she wanting revenge for that. But not really asking for help and just doing it on your own, that can corrupt. Like, seriously, if you're on your own and not getting any questions or not asking any other pony, but only, you know, like being in isolation and trying to answer all these questions that you have, you give your own answers, and that doesn't mean they're the right answers. And she became this vengeful because she wanted revenge and, you know, for all the pain. So I feel like she almost came up with stuff that not saying she made up everything, but made up excuses to say like, oh, this is all someone else's fault, even though it's her fault anyway. Thing is, I almost want to say she could have refused, like say no. But if Star Swirl did force Estelle, then that's on him. That's on him. But everyone has a choice. And yeah, people said like, well, you made me do it. Well, you still made that choice of doing. So like, actions have consequences, good or bad. And, you know, actions speak louder than words. So yeah, like anything Estelle does, like any decision, it's on her. It's her actions. No one made her do it. If, you know, it's like mostly on her. Like any action she makes, it's her fault. No one else pursued it. It's her revelation.
I am sorry it has come to this.
He even apologized.
I cannot allow Equestria to suffer from your misguided vengeance.
Misguided? You know nothing, you old fool. Did you really think you could mold me into becoming your puppet? Telling me all these lies about my destiny and my fate, without once ever considering what I want, or even what is good for Equestria. You put on a perfect guise of wisdom and power, but I know the truth.
What truth?
I know what you really are. A coward.
I remember a time when I lived just to please you. Following your plan to fulfill my destiny. But now I understand what I couldn't see then. You tried to fit me in that role, but now I'm taking back control. So there's my fury, bitterness, a heart that's lonely cold. It's time to recompense the damage and the lies. There's my glory.
She's a perfect villain. The truth she was seeking for was her own truth that is not even the truth. It's self-truth and it's not it's not even true. It's kind of funny. So many people have this like own worldview that they think it's true, which is not, and they're so deluded, so blinded by what is actually true is right in front of their faces. But they're so blinded by it, by their own truth, that is not even the actual truth. And no one's perfect. Like, we all learn. But don't let it consume you. That's why you seek friends to help you out through the troubles you have. I wonder if Estelle could have asked to reverse the effects of being an alicorn. That way she could get what she wanted. If she didn't want to be an alicorn or be a ruler or anything. It's very intense. Poor Star Swirl. I mean, at least he apologized for the mistake he made. If it wasn't like, oh, well, you failed. I thought you were the chosen one, but you were so blinded and this and that. Like, no. He's actually trying to help. And I feel bad for Estelle too. Like, I feel sorry for her. Like taking away of the life you loved or enjoyed. Yeah, that's hard. If that's how Estella felt, or Estelle, I'm so sorry I keep saying Estella. If that's how Estelle felt, I understand. I kind of like this theory of Swirl becoming, we're about to find out, but
Stay strong, Celeste.
the Tree of Harmony.
Such a perfect ending for the mighty Swirl the Bearded. Forever trapped in the form of a tree, unable to find the sweet release from immortality that he so longed for. And better yet, I've found exactly what I've been looking for. The elements of harmony.
I won't let you do this, Estelle. Whatever evil plan you have stops now.
You don't know what you're talking about, Celestia. I'm only going to make the world a better place. Usher in that new era of peace and prosperity. And banish the curse he laid on our lineage.
Ushered in by your hatred and destruction.
Yeah.
The only curse on our lineage is you.
Oof.
For the future of Equestria, I, Princess Celestia, banish you. Never again to let your treachery harm any pony here or hereafter.
What? But I did this for you. For us. You have to let me explain. Tia, don't do this. Tia, you're my family, please. Tia!
I would like to actually hear Estelle's explanation of peace, but the way she got it was not right.
In my anguish, I banished my sister into the tapestry and retrieved the amulet where she had stored this dangerous new power.
But if Swirl became the tree, how did he have the elements of harmony?
This is the reason he was so crucial to pony kind. He never told me how he had acquired the elements, only that in his attempt to protect them, he had inadvertently made himself immortal and the vessel for the source of all equestrian magic.
Mm-hmm.
The elements of harmony are the source of equestrian magic?
Indeed they are. For
Interesting.
true magic can only come from generosity, laughter, kindness, loyalty, and honesty. But you see, although Swirl was the vessel, he was still unable to fully unlock their power. Unlike you brave ponies, he was never able to understand the magic of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
So then the magic Estelle used was based on something else?
I shudder to think of where and how she acquired it. All I can remember was seeing the rage in her eyes on that day. I knew I had truly lost the sister I had once loved.
Wait, if she wants to use Trixie to destroy the tree, what's that?
Destroy equestrian magic. What?
Mm.
Estelle's goal was never to take over Equestria. She wants to free it from magic. She believes that magic was the cause for all of her pain, and that Equestria will be safer and happier without it. The creation of her dark magic was rooted in that idea, and wherever her influence lies, magic wanes.
Estelle had invented
Okay, so I mean, according to Celestia, I think we'll get more backstory. But according to Celestia, she loved magic. Like, she was really into it. Like, she loved to study for it, or it looked like it. She was enjoying it and, like, learning. But, Estelle, if you take away the magic, you know what that means? The war that happened long ago, where ponies tried, get their, land and stuff, with the Unicorn King, that means those creatures would probably want to take over back. I mean, it's been centuries since then, so probably not anymore. But magic was a big deal, probably to use to defend and attack war. So I can imagine that those creatures who've been driven out would want to come back for revenge. and probably haven't because of the power of the princesses. But with no magic, oh, they're gonna be screwed. Wow, Estelle, you did not think that through.
They were all magic for the purpose of destroying all magic? I just only think that's kind of a bit contradictory.
Mm-hmm.
Did it work?
Not completely, but yes. Her magic served to drain any kind of magical element it came into contact with, and her influence spread very quickly. Soon, the animals of Equestria could no longer speak.
You mean animals could talk?
Yes, dear one. At one point they could. Her influence also stole the magic of the weather, the earth, and even the sun and the moon. She intended to make the world run on its own, but this world was not built for such a lack of magic. The places influenced by her the most overgrew with all manner of wild beasts and plants. It became a dark and dangerous place for ponies. It became the ever-free forest.
Whoa, Nelly.
So that's why our magic isn't working.
And why my spirits didn't work in the forest?
Mm.
And don't forget the dragons. Didn't you say they didn't respond when you tried to talk to them? Shoot, Smack. You're right.
Oh, my poor animals. No wonder Angel was afraid. He couldn't understand a word I was saying.
I was always afraid that my sister might one day escape. So I hung the tapestry in the castle where I might keep an eye on it.
The tapestry! Could it be the one Fluttershy and I saw with the slight tear and the missing center?
That missing center was a rose. That missing center was a stone.
If this wasn't so serious and dangerous, this would be like the best part ever.
But how did she escape? That I don't know.
Hey, what happened to Princess Luna?
Whoa. Where'd she go? Oh.
Can we talk?
Put me back in the dungeon with the other Shadow. We have nothing left to discuss.
That's not true. I never really got to say that I'm sorry.
Spare me. Your words are just as empty as hers are.
She's not evil, you know. She just wants what's best for Equestria.
And it doesn't matter who she hurts in the process?
She'd never hurt you, Luna. She loves you.
She doesn't even know me.
But I do.
No, you used to. But at the first sign of trouble, you fled, just like every pony else. You abandoned me, Shadow. And when you finally reappear, you're the lapdog of some insane mare who wants to destroy magic?
You just don't understand her like I do.
Do you think I didn't
Technically,
know that you shared
Shadow
the
is a
tapestry
step.
all those years in our youth? I couldn't understand why you loved it so much or why it would sometimes bring a tear to your eye. But it makes sense now. So what are you really? Some kind of demon spawn from the sister I never knew?
I came from her magic, but that's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any memories before you.
And yet it doesn't matter, does it? Your loyalty still lies with her, no matter what it does to me or any pony else. You are my world, Shadow. My brother. My only real friend. How could you do that to me? How could you keep secrets and abandon me when I needed you?
Oh, it's gonna come soon. I can't wait.
And you did nothing. And even after 1,000 years when I came back, you never once came to me. Are you so blinded that you would push away the only pony who really cared about you, just to chase after the demented dreams of an evil mare?
It's not like that, Luna. I never stopped loving you.
Take me back, Shadow. I never want to see you again.
I'm sorry. Luna, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what else to do.
Here it comes. Yes! Here we go! Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. Myself on my own, cold and afraid. I needed somewhere to call home. Then you open your hooves to me.
I found a
Friend,
some pony who could share my joys.
so cute.
Growing up by my side, you were my world. You were the one who held my heart. My dear Luuunaaaaa.
Beautiful. I cherished every day we were together, and we knew no matter what we had each other. It was you and me. I wish that it could always be. Hey, what's up, my cookie? I don't know. Remembering
All of the fun we had, it brings me a smile. All of the mischief and the wonder of watching you raise the moon. I was so proud. Why did that moment have to my dear Luuunaaaaa,
I cherished every day we were together, and we knew no matter what we had each other. It was you and me. I wish that it could always be.
I wish that I could take us back to those moments.
It's so sad.
Pain and no betrayal, just love and laughter.
After it was you and me, I wish that it could always be.
Shadow, why are you sad?
I did miss someone, that's all. You'll never leave me, will you, Luna?
No, never. I wish that it could always.
How come you hide when other ponies are around?
I'm scared. They might not like me like you do. Because I'm different.
Well, I am different too. And I like you.
I know, Luna.
I like you too.
My dear Luuunaaaaa, I cherish
Every day. This makes it so sad and beautiful.
what we had.
Each other, it was you and me. I wish that it could always be.
I wish that I could take it back and never leave you. Time apart was killing me, 'cause I still loved you even when you gone. My love for you kept going strong. You said you'd never leave me. I can't do this without you.
I wish that it could always be. Crazy, crazy. My dear Luna. I love that song. It was very cute. I love it. 1,000 Years, yeah. But I remember listening to this and just the artwork was beautiful. And I don't know, I think I did not know where it was from until, of course, I later watched it. But, and animatic was awesome. But yeah. My dear Luna. I just feel bad for Shadow. Like, I don't blame his actions, Cause yeah, like after Loon, I kind of really wished I knew how they were bonding more. Cause I'm like, what if Shadow was there trying to help Luna, you know, encourage, you know, Luna's like, don't become Nightmare Moon, or don't, yeah, but like the events still happen, but oof. It's interesting theory to think about, but yeah. Craziness. I really like Shadow's design. It's really pretty. And yeah, so like, I almost want to see that I forgot how, I mean, I know how Shadow was created by Estelle, but I'm kind of, because I feel like the goodness of Estelle is Shadow. That's what I'm thinking, but I forgot, I kind of, as I said, I forgot most details. I remember watching it, I just forgot most details, so, but I remember the backstory completely well for some reason, but yeah, I'm glad I could watch. Really enjoying this a lot. But yeah, so much has happened. But yeah, I love that song. Like Sorrowful, Regretful, those, and My Dear Luna's and the number 2 songs I know I remember very well and listened to it nonstop because it was so beautifully made. It was like, damn it, okay. Besides, I don't know how to really phrase this, but except My Dear Luna, I didn't know most of the songs, or not most of the songs, but I thought they were actually originals. But now I think about it, oh, most of these are not even original. These are all parodies. But I didn't know that because I don't know most songs that happen. Like, I just realized, like, not just in this audio drama, but in other audio dramas, that I remember listening to it and I thought they were original. Until later, I remember listening to one of the songs, I think it was in Remembrance. Like, I remember reacting to Remembrance as well, and then live reacting to episode 9, because I haven't seen episode 9, so like I'm doing the same thing kind of like with this, except I'm reacting to the ones I know I've seen a long time ago, but it's like a re-reaction or reliving reaction kind of thing, because I don't really remember my first reaction to stuff. I just remember the plot twist of like, oh, older sister, that was a big deal. And Star Swirl being the tree, I'm like, that was an interesting theory. I'm like, oh, actually that'd be interesting if Star Swirl was the Tree of Harmony. Like, that's an interesting, you know, concept. I'm like, something to think about. But of course we know it's not, but it was definitely something very interesting, just something to think about too. But yeah, like with songs, like with Remembrance, what I want to go back is that when listening, when reacting to Remembrance, like if you look at my YouTube channel, I have those episodes. There was one song that I recently listened to, that I just went back actually watching my reaction just for fun. I listened to one of the songs, I'm like, wait a minute, I know that song, but I didn't know it when reacting to it, when recording it. And that's because it was one of the Hamilton songs. And I didn't become a Hamilton fan until 2021. Like, I literally watched it this summer. I know it came out a year later, but I watched Hamilton and started falling in love with the songs and people doing like animatics and fandom like based off the Hamilton thing. I'm like, whoa, it's amazing. And I know now all the songs in Hamilton, not by heart. I can't rap that fast, but I can't even rap in general. But yeah, so I realized, oh wait, one of the Hamilton songs is actually from, or they use one of the Hamilton songs in Remembrance. And I was like, wait, I wish I knew that, but I didn't. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, I don't always know the original songs. I always can look, of course, in the credits. They say, oh, you know, like instrumental or this and that, but I wasn't really much of a credits person or really looked that up. I mean, a lot of people aren't, but yeah. Yeah, there's just something like new discoveries, like with songs, I'm like, this is beautiful. Like even parodies are pretty good, or like, you know, remakes. It's awesome, and I really enjoy it, and I love the creativity that goes behind it. I very much enjoy it, and I wish I really want to be a part of an audio drama, honestly. I just really love to be in that, like, excitement and stuff like that, but I don't really know when they do actually, like, what's it called, auditions or stuff. So like I always wanted to get there when there's auditions, but every time I check on YouTube, they're like, oh, this was already made. Like they already made it or something. I'm like, oh, I'm a little too late. I'm usually late for the party a lot, which makes me kind of sad, but yeah. Oh man, this was a great episode. Well, I'm gonna end it here because I am feeling a little tired. It's late. I'm recording this late, which is a bad idea, but I just wanted to react to this because I couldn't wait for that song, My Dear Luna. I was so waiting for it and I could just sing along to it. I love that. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs in this audio drama. And I'm gonna end it here because I said everything I wanted to and I'm gonna fall asleep any second. No, I'm just kidding. But I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. As you saw, I very much enjoyed it. I loved it. Little performance there for you guys, lip syncing. Not perfect, but I tried. Yeah. And I think this is all I have to say, and I would love to hear from you guys what your thoughts on this episode was. It's really cool because we got a lot of backstory. I love backstory. And get to know more about the characters. And I'm wondering what your guys' thoughts on, you know, like Estella's like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep saying it wrong. I'll just say now, I'm gonna keep saying it wrong, and I do apologize. Estelle's reasonings for this vengeance, like, because there's always like a blame game, like who do you blame for your own actions? But the thing is, like, your own actions is your own fault. Like, you do that, it's your fault. Unless someone tells you to do it, then you can blame it on the other person. Like, say, like, hey, if Star Swirl the Bearded said, hey, get revenge, and Estelle's like, I have been planning revenge this whole time, then yeah. Or not planning, that's kind of a bad way of phrasing it, but if she was like, oh, sure, I'll get revenge, then yeah, Star Swirl would be to blame because he motivated her to do it. Though, if Estelle kind of says like, yeah, I want revenge, but you know what, maybe I shouldn't do it because of, well, reasons, and she doesn't do it, that's a good thing. She chose not to take revenge. Everyone has a choice, and each choice has a consequence, good or bad. So, yeah. As I said, actions speak louder than words and can be, you know, like, it's a big toll. So, yeah, but I'm kind of curious what you guys' thoughts about it are. Because we all have our own opinions and our own world views and how we see things. And no one is, you know, perfect. So, like, we all make mistakes. We're all human beings. That's what we are. We all make mistakes. We're all, like, not perfect, which makes us more relatable because we all make mistakes. So we like, oh, we can bond because we understand each other's, because we always make mistakes and we can't always achieve what we always want or stuff like that. You know, we always make mistakes. There's accidents that happen and stuff like that. So there's some relatability there. So it's kind of nice to, you know, bond with friends and, you know, help each other out. So yeah. Oh man, I keep going. I gotta stop. I just love these deep thinkings and just noticing things that some people may not notice, and actually it's a big deal. Not saying I always say point out the big deals. No, I don't always know. I just like to see things differently and try to view things as well differently than most people do. But everyone's different, so I'm actually really curious on what you guys' thoughts on this episode was, especially on the backstory, Estelle's motivation for revenge, and also like who's really at fault. Is it Star Swirl or is it Estelle's? Like, you know, I just would love to hear from you guys. I'm gonna be done. I'm getting a little tired, so thank you guys for watching, and Hungry Harmony is gonna be out. But remember guys, friendship is forever.